स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। So, the year is ending. The new year is on its approach. Just a day left for us to enter into the new year. In our Hindu tradition, this 1st January is not the actual new year. The Yugadi is our new year, which falls during March, April. But universally, the whole global level, large number observe 1st January as the new year. And during the British rule, the dating every letter, correspondences began in the Western scale, and it is continuing at all times now. And it is, we may say, presently, as far as we are seeing, it is irreversible. And we have to accept and go with it. And our new year begins with the spring. The whole world is just coming with new message, as if here the new year, which we are observing, the 1st January, falls in the mid of the winter. It's at least in our India. So, but a special grace of the Yugavatara Sri Ramakrishna is there with us as the Kalpataru Day. Kalpataru Day incident took place exactly on the 1st January, and every 1st January is observed as Kalpataru Day, and the previous evening or previous night as the Kalpataru Eve. This has much more deeper sense for the Indians than the New Year. One is the transactional level at which we live. Other is spiritual level in which we live. In the transactional level of our day-to-day activities of life, our life has to continue. For that, this new year, 1st January, and the same day on the other side of our spiritual unfoldment, spiritual evolution, is the Kalpataru Day. And as if It is showering from two sides, Abhyudaya and Nishreyasa. That is prosperity and good life for man in this world. At the same time, there is the spiritual fulfillment that man is constantly seeking, is also blessed by Sri Ramakrishna. We need both. We need to live in this world, we have to attain greater things in our spiritual life. So, as we begin the new year on the Kalpataru Eve, that is the 31st midnight, here in our ashrama, we are observing the 3 hours before we begin the function with prayers, bhajans, and all that. And exactly at 12 o'clock, we will blow the gong and then leave the lamps in the river. The lamps indicate one spiritual entity pervading all jivas and all matter and the beyond. On the other side, it gives an impetus for us to live in the world with spiritual basis. The principles governing our spiritual life is brought to the day-to-day life. There is a beautiful prayer which we usually say morning before tiffin. हे प्रार्थना जगदीश से यह स्वर्ग सम संसार हो, अति उच्चतम जीवन बने परमार्थमय व्यवहार हो, ना हम रहे अपने लिए, हमको सभी से गर्ज है, गुरुदेव ए आशीष दो, जो सोचने का फर्ज है, हम हो पुजारी तत्व के, गुरुदेव के आदेश के, सच प्रेम के, नित नेम के, सद्धर्म के, सत्कर्म के, हो चीड़ झूठी राह की, अन्याय की, अभिमान की, सेवा करन में दास की, परवाह नहीं हो जान की, छोटे न हो हम बुद्धि से, हो विश्वमय से ईशमय, हो राममय और कृष्णमय, जगदेवमय जगदीशमय, हर इंद्रियों पर ताब कर, हम वीर हो अति वीर हो, उज्ज्वल रहे सर से सदा, निज धर्म रथ खंबीर हो, अति शुद्ध हो आचार से, तन मन हमारा सर्वदा, अध्यात्म की शक्ति हमें पल भी नहीं कर दे जुदा इस अमर आत्मा का हमें हर श्वास भर में गत रहे गर मौत भी तो आ गई सुख दुख हमसे सम रहे गर मौत भी तो आ गई सुख दुख हमसे सम रहे सुख दुख हमसे सम रहे. This is the whole principle how we begin the new year. New year is begun with total acceptance of whatever comes in my life next year, whether the joys or sorrows, the gains or losses, victory or defeat, I will accept as the prasad of God. Because this is the verdict Sri Krishna gives to who before he goes sends to Uddhava. Uddhava Gita is a great part of Bhagavata. In Bhagavata, Uddhava Gita comes. Sri Krishna tells the Uddhava, now you go to Badrinath and spend your life there. And whatever comes to you in your life, sukha or dukkha, know it to be my prasad. You are getting sukha dukkha according to your own karma, but the giver is myself. I give the sukha dukkha to you according to your own karma. Because it is coming from me, take it as my prasad. Dukkha also take it as my prasad. Sukha also. What more can you do? Take my name, remember me, think of me, and spend the rest of your life. So, when we enter into New Year, the first thing is to accept. Then pray. What do we pray? Let all beings be happy. Let all beings be prosperous. Let all beings move towards God for enlightenment. This prayer for other beings, all beings on the New Year day, makes us to be loved by God and nature. Our loving God and nature is different. God and nature loving me is entirely different. When does the grace of God come to us? When does the nature become graceful, the benedictory garland she puts on the jiva? When does she participate in the jiva's welfare? How does she lead the jiva holding the hand, the Divine Mother, the nature? Is when the jiva feels for all other beings. So we begin the new year with a acceptance of, because it is inevitable. My past is inevitable. Nature, what all has happened, whatever karma has happened, and whatever has happened as on today is already past. My future I can change according to my karma, but present I cannot change. I have to accept things as they are and then pray for the welfare of all so that we get. Then, third thing is to take a vow not to hurt the nature. Modern man is throwing assault on nature, mercilessly cutting down the trees, harming animals. Just we don't know how much of fuel we are burning and what would be the consequences. Everybody wants to have a vehicle. Most of the cities, most of the places we see one person going in a huge vehicle, one car, one person, one car is moving, and how much of harm we are creating. Wherever it is we can avoid it. We must know we are spoiling the health of others. We are spoiling the nature. That from my side, I must start loving nature now. I must love my nature, and I must live in harmony with nature. So, when you say, let nature be graceful to me and I will be graceful to nature. When we pray to nature, when we try to come in harmony with nature, our inner awakening will be there. Nature, the more you become one with the nature, your heart expands to the cosmic level. This is the first basic release from the tensions, strains, and frustrations, depression, what all modern psychic problems we are suffering, man is suffering, is released when he expands to the cosmic level. This is the concept of yajna in Bhagavad Gita. Sacrifice. The term used in English is sacrifice. Yajna. Yajna, Homakunda, we prepare Homakunda. Day after it is there, Homa is there on 1st January. The whole two-dimensional picture is drawn. Bhupura is drawn on that. And fire. Fire is representing as if it is Kala, the great time eating away the whole universe. Everything is being swallowed. Bhagavad Gita, you can remember, 11th chapter. All entering into the Lord's. Mahakala is eating away. A plant comes, lives for some time, dies. The life is offered to the nature. So, each one, the life is going as a ahuti in the nature. We have to do this. We have to offer our. This is the nature, loving nature is expansion of consciousness to the cosmic level. And you will see you are free from all things. The more you are one with the nature, one with the cosmos, all strains are released. Your body awareness reduces to minimum. Your problems look so insignificant. When the time and space when you see expand to larger level. So, love of nature, then love of God. First is love of beings, love of nature, love of God. There are three things only. World is there, beings are there, God is there. So, to love God, you have to pray to God. Give me pure love at your feet. Give me that knowledge which makes me the worldliness, kama, krodha, all these are holding me. Let them release them so that I will be able to love you, that you are coming and enshrining yourself in my heart. So this understanding, prayer to God and constant recollection of God as much as possible. So on the 1st January, we take the vow to love the nature and unbroken thought of God as far as possible. That is Nirantara Smarana, to feel the living presence of God. God is living with you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, God is with you. God is with you. That will be in awareness, prajna, not in mind, not in intellect, but in awareness. It's a part of your awareness. You are aware God is with you. So you have to build up this awareness of presence of God and offering everything, whatever you do, to God at the feet of the Lord. You are sweeping. As soon as sweeping is over, Thakur, accept this. I am offering at your feet. You are watering the garden. As soon as it's over, just stand for 1 minute, few seconds at least, and just offer it to. Don't think of it again. Don't possess it again. I have done this. I have done that. I have not done. You got it done, and it is for you. So, the new year begins with love of beings, love of nature, love of God, and to offer all I do at the feet of God. So, it's a new opening into each tree. You see how every year it brings out new branches. New leaf sets are coming. New leaf sets are coming. Like that, every year the beginning must be a grand beginning. It is also a stock taking day. How did I spend my last year? How did it go? In a flash it passed away. Year began, year ended. What did I gain? What did I do? How much good have I done to the world? How much selfish activities have I done? So it is stock taking. How much? What is my gain? What is my loss? Profit and loss. Balance sheet of my life is taken on the New Year's Day. Just like we take on the birthday. Birthday, what have I gained? Same, similar way. Marriage day, how much of self-control have I acquired? How much of bodilessness have I achieved? Is seen on the marriage day. So New Year's Day is a new opening into the spiritual world and Paramarthamaya Vyavahara. Let the Vyavahara become Paramartha itself, and Paramartha it becomes Vyavahara. Let the grace of God seep into every field of activity of my life, and may Him lead me ahead. So, wishing you all a grand new year with new spiritual awakening. As Sri Ramakrishna would say, may you all be awakened. On Kalpataru Day, he touched everyone, and everyone whom he touched got the spiritual awakening. We don't know at what all levels. The few humans alone could see human awakening. What would have happened to other level of beings? What Sri Ramakrishna might have done, we don't know. What enlightenment which all lokas has received, his grace, we don't know. In Bhuloka, a few people alone we know who are there with him. So, may you all be awakened. May the Lord be with you at all times, not only this year, years and years to come, throughout your life, and before the body falls off, may you all be awakened spiritually and reach the goal. ॐ तच्छंयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।